Hey guys, it's 21 Maxwell here, and welcome to episode 120 of the TNA Impact Wrestling TEW2013 Let's Play. Today we are looking at our roster. Let's see how it is. Let's see how people are getting over. Let's see what the future holds and who's really had a good time with it in the last couple of months. So we'll start at our main eventers. See Adam Cole, now at 27 in game. Current popularity is at the 86s. We'll have a wee quick look to see how his popularity has went over the recent times. So very over in America, the same in Canada. Pretty decent in the British Isles as well. Not so much elsewhere. But he's one of those guys, a year ago was sitting at 72s, 71s. We slowly built him up and he had a great month in April, probably March as well. And that kind of broke him into the B pluses in the 90s. When he was facing Punk, getting a couple of victories. Since then, declined a little bit, but still someone who can definitely be a cornerstone in this company, and definitely a future world champion should we put faith behind him. So very happy with the way Adam Cole is going. Chris Jericho's just recently signed, so his popularity hasn't really been affected by us. At the 74s, has declined since it was a year ago. But yeah, he's going to be here mostly to put people over. CM Punk is an interesting one. Obviously just at the 85s at the moment, but you can see here, because we gave Punk that long unbeaten run as champion, he was rising up at the 90s, 93s, 94s, even peaked at a 95 I believe. But he's one of those guys I felt where he's 37 and we do need to have more than one star, and I feel with his popularity, his mic skill, and his entertainment, he can easily get that back. But good to see that him up at, still at 85s, he's obviously lost, like, in some cases 8 overness in places in the last 2 months just to help build some more Joe. But I'm pretty sure Punk, with a wee bit of a change in attitude, could probably get that back up to 90s hopefully in the upcoming months, but definitely one of our stronger assets in the company. This is my biggest, always one thing I'm mostly proud of, no I said biggestly, mostly proud of is Michael Hutter. You can see here, only a little over in the UK and Canada, in Britain, but watch this. A year ago he was 51. We never really had any faith in him, and he still was a 51 even in October. Small little push in December, decent push in February, so he was still only a C+ in May. Then we decided we're going to put the ball in his court and run with him. Up to 75s and 74s in June, 84s, 85s in July, and by beating Taker at the last pay-per-view, rockets up to 90s across the board. So just like that, we've turned him from mid-card to the champion. Absolute, well, champion I say, potential champion. You got to look at those ratings and think a title run is definitely in his sights in the future. So really delighted with him. Harry Smith, we've not had a chance to do much with Harry. Slowly get a bit of pop, but again, age is mostly on his side, and he's someone again we'll look to definitely push in the future. He's only 29, so a lot of time there. Joe Ryan, somebody we've never really been able to handle because he's more of an import, but he's mostly stayed the same. Coming in from PWG, he'll be leaving anyway, so we'll slowly try to get that down a little bit. Kota Ibushi, another interesting one from Japan. Again came in at 70s. He has actually went up a little bit. The tag run has helped him, peaking at a B+, B+ in some regions, back to a B. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with he's performing at the moment, and again, another one of these guys, age might be on his side for a couple of years. Rocky Romero, again, one we've handled him for a couple of months, but he was killing it with 80 odd ratings. Obviously we've booked him very strongly, and that's been able to bring his popularity up to 80s, high 80s, even in some cases 90s. And again, someone will probably like to put into the world title picture down the line, but you can definitely see where he signed and where that push has came from since he got here. And at 33, at least get a free 4-year run at the top. Samoa Joe is another one of those guys up at the 90s now, and that's purely because we put faith in him. Start of the year, sorry, last year was struggling at 60s, even was struggling at 60s as far back as June. Then we decided Joe really could be someone that could push us to the next level. And I thought, right, he's a heel. I need another heel to face Punk. Let's run with him. And in that case, Joe's went from a 71 to a 94 in the Great Lakes within 2 months. We've really put faith in Samoa Joe, and it just shows when you book them correctly, they can get over and become mega stars. So he's up to the 90s. And hopefully he can only continue to get better. But somebody, again, age not on his side at 37, but I mean, once a face defeats him, they're going to be massive and they can get over. So, looking forward to that. You also have to build stars and then build newer stars to replace them, and that's what we're hoping to do there. Also at 36 is Shinsuke Nakamura. He's just carrying 82s at the moment. He did peak up at 84s, 85s, but I feel he's one of those guys, once we persist in a solo run, he can definitely go over. So that'll take time for Shinsuke. That is the main eventers. In the upper mid card, we're trying to get people over. Some people not so much. Kozlov's just arrived, so he's just slowly getting a bit of a boost up from a C+ to B- across the board since he signed here. Bobby Lashley is somebody we never really persisted in a push because of his age. But again, he's probably the most over he's ever been. You can definitely see when the change to national happened in the company, and obviously the gradual better ratings. But this push with Our Nation has certainly got him over a little bit. But he's definitely going to be someone that at the age of 40 won't be a long-term investment. Chris Hero is probably the opposite. He went quite over. Started at 68s, up to 74 B-, jobbed out, then a push. He's probably the biggest victim of stop-start booking. But he's one of those guys, I'm afraid, at his age is just going to be on the decline and is probably going to be nothing more than a mid-carder. But still a good hand to have at C+ 69s. At 36. I've still not debuted Colin Delaney yet, which is unreal. I just don't have anything for him, but he will debut at one point. Hawkins' popularity has grown a little bit at the start, but he's mostly suffering of just can't seem to reach that next level, which is a shame. I'll just look at that again. C+, he always seems to be that C+ player. But hopefully no age is on his side. Maybe someday we can push. Don't know if he's quite an upper mid-carder yet, but we'll see what we can do with him. Jeff Hardy is somehow still with us. He'll be looking to go as well. He never really got up. He got up to 68s, but again, all problems and stuff like that. A terrible, terrible heel run. The Joker character never really worked with him. And he's in a 60C, so he'll definitely be one that's heading for the exit. It just hasn't worked for him here, and at 38 is somebody we could just really do with releasing. So when his contract's up, he'll definitely go in, and we'll try and use him just to elevate talent. Now Lance Hoyt is a good one. 39, so he's old, but he keeps getting better and better. Maybe he's not over as much, only a C67, obviously not the over one of the Killer Elite squad, despite obviously being strongly pushed. But he's going to be one of those guys, when I go to skills, he continues to improve. Obviously in-ring isn't great, but his performance skills and physical skills are really good. But if you look at his progress, you'll definitely see some improvements. I thought there'd been more in-ring, but there doesn't seem to have been more in-ring. But performances went up from 85 to 89, psychology's up, consistency's up a little bit, the selling's went up a lot, and he's became a wee bit safer. Apart from that, with a better stamina, and slowly getting better as a microphone worker. But he's one of those guys that always seems to come up, Lance Hoyt is improving such and such. And he's slowly, again, one of those guys will kind of put out over time. Probably better as a heel, but he's in a good face run with the Killer Elite squad. Masato Yoshino, he's one that's declined because I've really not had a push for him. He's went from 76s all the way down to 67, 68. We've had nothing really for him, but I feel he's someone we'll get over in time. He is only 34, sorry, so he still has a wee couple of years ahead of him. Mascara Dorados, another one that's suffered a little bit. His bookings put him down to a C+ as well. He came in as a main eventer, B-. I feel the gimmick and the fact he's a luchador doesn't really mean a main event push because he has no mic skills. But he's definitely somebody we can use in that X division. He's probably someone I'm going to look to turn in the future as well. Matt Hardy, version 1. He's the same as Jeff, sitting at 61s across the board, a 69 there in the tri-state, but he's always been really over there. Be someone again, just slowly phasing out to help put others over. Pinky Sanchez hasn't had much of a gain. I'll say hasn't had much of a gain since we've signed him. I think he came in last month. He's only maybe up maybe 3 or 4. But considering where he was in August, I suppose he has come up. But we've seen that great rise. We decided to take him on. And hopefully with Johnny Devine he can get over. Although, we'll look at Johnny Devine and his overness just doesn't seem to get over at all. But at 29, Pinky Sanchez, somebody that's really good. And we will try and make them a full-time member of the roster. Ricochet has been a strange one. He has been up and down and up and down. Had 64, 65, just never seemed to gain any overness, even though he was fighting CM Punk and whatnot. Great month in March to got him up to maybe the 70s, and slowly now because we're putting the faith in him, he's getting into 74s, 73s, and hopefully we can just get that full greens and start heading towards Bs and B pluses in the future. Because again, he is only 27, so the future is bright for him. We just really need him to probably learn mat wrestling, chain wrestling, and hopefully he can go over instead of just being pretty much a spot monkey. But that'll come over time, I think, hopefully. Soldier Ant, Drew Gulak, we've never really used him, although he has come up. The Ds were mostly before he signed, up to C- and Cs. Whether we keep him as the Soldier Ant character or bring him in as Drew Gulak remains to be seen. Pretty much just need to see how his charisma and entertainment is, which doesn't look good at below average. But we'll see about how long the Soldier Ant gimmick has. And Ciampa, we've had nothing for, so I'd assume his would just stay the exact same as when it pretty much a year ago. It's pretty much just been a waste of money, to be honest. I should put faith in him, but I'll be honest, guys, I really don't know what to do with. I'm just going to look at now ones that we really should look at, the ones to the future. David Richards. Let's see, bio. Popularity is now down at D pluses. He's one guy that's dropped massively just because he's jobbing. We may though persist in a push because he is 33. Great charisma, great wrestler. Why are we not utilising his talents is my question to myself. So he's going to be somebody we'll be looking to push in the future. Drew Galloway, his pop is up at 56s now. Slowly and surely going up. Nothing massive, but if we can get that C- to a C, I'll certainly be delighted there. Apart from that, only one guy that I think we'll be looking at a push in the future is Ua Nation. His pop is at C55, but you see here he's gained 7 overness and 6 overness in some cases from the wins over the Hardys. And hopefully he can just be somebody that continues to shine, because I've not really pushed him until now. And I feel we're probably underusing his talent considering he's only 28. And hopefully he can be somebody that can be a future world champion. Other guys there, I don't feel are MD that is going to be a future world champion. Actually, a lot of guys there that probably are going to get released. Apart from that, maybe looking at a push for Bram as well. He's slowly going up. Some places he's over, some places he's not. But compared to where he was in May, again, it's going to be a slow and gradual thing. And yeah, there's not really anything else I can really document. I think everybody else still has a long way to go. And hopefully they'll go over. The likes of, we'll be bringing up obviously Sorensen, Gresham, Jake Carter. From Divine Entertainment, we'll be looking at Colby Carino. There's various other guys, and hopefully they can get over within time. So, what we will finish off by looking at is our creative meeting, just to let you get an idea of how things are looking now. Our franchise players are CM Punk, Samoa Joe, Chris Jericho, Adam Cole, and Shinsuke Nakamura. The next big thing is Jesse McKay, so I may look at a push for Jesse. Only negative is her popularity, but I suppose you've got to build them up somehow. But whether we put her with a male wrestler just to try and get her over, and then eventually drop her into the women's division, we shall see. Hot prospects are Jessie Mackay, Portia Perez, Peter Avalon, Jesse Sorensen, and Colby Carino. So many there that are 27, 28, so people are going to start investing pushes in, and Colby will get as long as possible as we want, but we'll change his look, and when the time's right, we are going to hit that launch button, and he is going to get pushed to the moon. Top promo workers are CM Punk, Kurt Angle, Chris Jericho, Taker, and Steve Austin. Our showstoppers are CM Punk, Kota Ibushi, Mascara Dorada, Joey Ryan, and Morrison. Our ring generals are CM Punk, Harry Smith, Shinsuke Nakamura, Samoa Joe, and Mascara Dorada. On a wave of momentum at the moment, Samoa Joe, EC3, CM Punk, Shinsuke Nakamura, and Taker, who's been jobbing out a lot recently. As you can imagine, Eric Young, Velvet Sky, Vivian Thompson, DJ Z, and Tommaso Ciampa. And on the time decline, 51-year-old Taker, 45-year-old Christopher Daniels, 45-year-old Rob Van Dam, 45-year-old Chris Jericho, and 42-year-old MVP. RVD, Daniels, and MVP will be ones we're looking at release. Taker, I don't even know how much longer we've got him in a contract for, but he's only just appearing every so often, and it's just really to put people over. He did lose a bit of overness for losing at EC3 quite a bit, but that's why he's here. He's here to elevate talents, and we're paying him $8 a show, which is every pay-per-view, which isn't that much just to put somebody over. And Hidden Gems, it recommends Ryan O'Reilly, better known as Connor, Chase Del Monte, Eddie Rios, Jesse Goddard's, and Blade Hart. So that is the situation at the moment. Next up, as I say, will be another episode of Crossfire and then Impact. So we'll have 2 shows each of them, and then we'll be into our Summer Abroad event, or network special. We'll see how that goes in the UK, and then we'll be heading towards our pay-per-view, which is Victory Road this month. So guys, cheers for tuning in. If you liked the video, please leave a like. If you get any comments on what you saw, leave them in the comments section. And until next time, this is Twitter Maxwell, and hopefully next time there'll not be as many morale issues. We'll certainly look at improving a lot of them. I'll see you then. Bye bye.